Well, hi everyone. I'm John Rethlin with my review of WWE Smackdown after Mania, live from the Performance Center, or taped from the Performance Center. It's also where all the programming for WWE is going to be taking place for the foreseeable future. We all know why. I don't need to mention it. You guys all know. I hope every roster member, staff member in WWE that is, dealing with these tapings stay safe, stay sound. I hope the same for all of you that are watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, how was the show? Not very good. It really wasn't. I understand under the circumstances they're just doing the best they can. They have a skeleton crew. Certain people don't want to travel, and that's fine. They should have every right to sit at home. So, yeah, we have Cole and Graves on commentary. I miss the days when Corey Graves was not on commentary for SmackDown because, quite frankly, I didn't miss him at all. He has really been phoning it in. He was phoning in before he went home for a bit, and my God, it's gotten even worse. He really just doesn't seem to give a shit anymore, and he's like, it's not even heel commentary, he's just being an ass, and it's taken away from a lot of the matches. So we have Braun coming out, and he is the new Universal Champion about 3 years too goddamn late. He talked about taking it from Goldberg and taking it from Goldberg until he finished off Goldberg, and have fun on seeing that. And he took the Universal Championship from him again about 3 years too late. Here's Nakamura, and he says, "Be careful what you wish for." And we have Cesaro try to do a sneak attack. He gets knocked down, and then Nakamura attacks him, and we're going to get that match a little bit later, revisiting the great Intercontinental Championship feud that they had. Great, except it wasn't. So, Match Flow sponsored the women's match, because of course it fucking did. It's a WrestleMania rematch, meaning, again, like Raw, any of you people that decided to pay full price for Night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania, well, WWE's just doing this shit. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do WrestleMania rematches on the following Raw, SmackDown, even as they gear up for Money in the Bank. And they're even going to be doing qualifying matches next week. I'll get to that here in a bit. It is the Bukkake Warriors, as one of my friends put it, versus Bliss Cross Applesauce, which is actually, the first one is how you get to the Bukkake Warriors. I am making this as uncomfortable as possible because I like 3 of these 4 women. Asuka's great, Kairi's great, and Nikki Cross is great. Alexa is being carried by all 3 of them, and it's a women's, tag team championship match, and well, they had a line at one point that Asuka is rubbing off on Kairi Sane. I would like to see that. Moving on. Asuka and Nikki fighting on the commentary table because Asuka, being a goddamn treasure like she is, dancing around, gets on commentary, stands on the commentary table, and then Nikki, for whatever reason, just jumps up there, and they start brawling. And then Alexa, she had like one good move. She had Twisted Bliss outside that took her about 4 years to hit. I understand that wrestling is tough and she's had a lot of injuries, but don't get in the goddamn ring if you can't do something. She's been wrestling for what, 6 years, 7 years by this point, about 6, and she's not much better. Like, if any better. In fact, she may have regressed. Poor Nikki Cross having to carry her. Hey, they have good chemistry as far as like when they talk, but it gets in the ring. Good God, Nikki Cross is having to carry her. Anyway, one line from Corey Graves. Hard landing on the knees of Alexa Bliss. I am not paraphrasing. He actually said that. I think a lot of people can make jokes out of that, and I'm not even knocking Alexa Bliss that way. It's just that really great choosing of words there, Corey. Best words. And then it's, her fist into the twisted neck breaker, so fist and twist, and 1, 2, 3, Kairi Sane gets pinned. Kairi Sane looks like she wants to leave, and I don't goddamn blame her if she does. We then get Elias singing a song about Corbin, and they added the clap to this. Wait, they added clapping to this. You know what? They added the clap to this because this was pretty goddamn rotten. Like Elias, they got to give him something else to do. And at one point, Cole says, instead of Instagram, Instagram, because Cole knows the best words. Michael Cole's apparently put in charge of producing the commentary teams. If that is true, no wonder commentary, besides on NXT and NXT UK, has been like complete ass. Raw commentary, SmackDown commentary, not good. Good God. Michael Cole's really bad at his job. He's not much better when you take Vince out of his ear, but... Well, anyway, we get recaps of Mania and Otis. I would not remember this Mania moment if you stopped fucking reminding me of it. Dolph and Sonya talking about doctored footage, and it's not fake news like JBL saying, thank fuck JBL wasn't there. And then here's Tucker. And he shows pictures of Otis and Mandy working out and how Otis likes to intake a lot of bananas. Weird thing that he notices, but okay, whatever. And says we have unfinished business. Not with the bananas, but with each other. Tucker and Dolph having a match. Sonya's also there. Tucker feeling himself right now, which means he's polishing his heavy machinery right there on Fox. And match wasn't bad, but super kick for 3. I don't care about this at all. I like Sonya and hope Sonya can benefit from maybe winning Money in the Bank, possibly. Something. Be a great way to rocket her. But right now, not buying this. Hope the best for Sonya, though. And this, I just gotta say, we get recaps of the ladder match, by the way. Again, fuck anybody that decided to watch it. They show the finish of it. Whereas Morrison, Kofi, and Jimmy Uso fighting for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. And then we get the dirt sheet. Morrison's return has fallen so goddamn flat. If he's having fun, great, but the return has meant nothing to me. Good news, they kept saying, that's good news. John Cena disappearing. We finally can't see him. That's good news. Good news, everyone. There we go. And Morrison talking about his glass is always ass full. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is just... They tried. They did some rap. It was terrible. It made me regret that music ever existed. Again, they're having fun. That's fine. They're entertaining themselves. Cool. This just wasn't for me. But then they show boneyard footage of AJ getting buried and all this stuff. And after the rap, the Usos showed up. The Usos, easy for me to say. New Day show up. And Kofi's talking, and Big E talks about the tag team championships being lickable. Okay, weird, but that's Big E. If you follow Big E at all on Twitter or especially Instagram, that's pretty light for what he would usually say. We're going to get Big E versus Jey Uso versus The Miz for the tag team championships next week. Not a ladder match, I don't think, but weird. We then get the one call-up that they get to SmackDown, the Lucha House Party, not them. It's Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik, so you don't have anybody there doing good lucha things versus the Forgotten Sons. Well, of course, they would call it the Forgotten Sons, especially Jackson Riker, though it should be spelled more like the Third Reich up there. Because if you follow Jackson Riker on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. I had to block the dumb Trump-supporting piece of shit because, no, I'm not dealing with that in my wrestling. And, yeah, I'll bring it up, and if people don't like that, fine. You can have a different opinion. Guess what? I'm anti-Trump, and I'm going to let it be known when it's relevant to content like this. You don't like it? Tough shit. You could do a video and talk about how you're happy with it in wrestling. That's fine. Anyway... Yeah, I don't like the Forgotten Sons at all. This gimmick is shit. They weren't anything really on NXT, and okay, they won. Cool, whatever. Can't wait till they're jobbed out and then hopefully canned. Or at least given other gimmicks. Because none of these guys are any goddamn good. Wesley Blake finally got called up to the main roster after about 10 years in developmental. Cutler is what he is. And Riker was barely anything except for his feud with James Storm, which was back in 2014 in Impact. So anyway, Carmella and Dana Brooke confront Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross saying, hey, why don't we get a tag team championship shot? Why has Carmella been living in the tanning bed like she was one of the characters from Final Destination 3? One of the ones that got roasted in the tanning bed? God, she's so goddamn dark, Hogan hates her. Fucking hell. I mean, you do what you want with your body, but don't get to the point where your skin's going to be like leather. Don't get to the point where you're going to be as black as the cap on this goddamn pen or as black as my shirt. But they get a tag title shot next week or soon or something. Actually, not next week because Dana's going to be in a singles match. And Sasha and Bayley, they talk down to the roster. Look, they look like they're having fun. I don't care about this one bit. And I got nothing against Sasha. She is what she is. Bayley's forcing this stuff. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Here's Tamina. She says, nobody beat me at Mania. It took all of you to beat me at Mania. Tamina does not understand how words work. She deals with words the same way that her dad deals with women and stares. Yes, that's mean. I don't care. Bayley says, oh, by the way, if you beat me, or if you beat Sasha, you get to face me for a championship. Or for the championship or something like that. It was stumbling over words much like I am. I mean, I don't know, maybe Tamina's lack of vocabulary possessed me to be an absolute idiot. But yeah, there we go. We're getting that. And Tamina says, oh, your best friend just screwed you. Would watch. So, Sheamus and Kyle Bloom, whatever, squash. Jeff Hardy piece. WWE 24 piece. Talking about some of his earlier career. Cool. Can't wait to see it. May even review that. Bryan versus Cesaro, Money in the Bank qualifier next week. Naomi versus Dana Brooke, Money in the Bank qualifier next week. Sonya clears the air with Mandy next week. I guess they're going to Dutch oven each other. I don't know. Braun versus Nakamura, didn't care. Power slam for 3. And then we get the Firefly Funhouse. He's rewriting history because, he beat John Cena. So now we have all. I hope John Cena does not come back to WWE because after that, I don't really see why he could. And then Braun Wyatt reunion because Wyatt said, "I brought you into this world. Guess I'll have to take you out. You told me you're sorry, but you didn't." And then Braun is willing to let Bray in. He wants to let the Fiend inside him. Get that mandible claw all up in there. And you know what? Lost my train of thought. That's what's going to happen. Braun wants the Fiend deep inside him. I'm going to make this as uncomfortable as possible for you guys. Smackdown wasn't very good, though. I just need to rant about some stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.